Someone said they had to report me because I'm impersonating Kunta Kinte. Well, let me let you know something. If you feel like you got to report me because I'm impersonating Kunta Kinte, guess what? that must you must feel that same genetic makeup that me and him both have. You get what I'm saying? But it's funny that you say that, right? Because I'm impersonating Kunta Kinte. It's funny that you mentioned Kunta Kinte because I always make a joke and talk about how I definitely probably most likely come from like that bloodline because of how rebellious I am. You know what I mean? And whatever comes with it. So that'd be an honor to come from that bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I definitely don't come from the bloodline that told on the Runaways. I definitely don't come from that bloodline for a fact. I definitely don't. Everybody in my family is rebellious. Everybody in my family. The girls too, everybody. You know? Everybody ain't dealing with homelessness, but everybody definitely is rebellious. For a fact. My whole family is, you know? So so when you say that, that's an honor. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you even feel his connection close to me, that already says a lot about my spirit and my soul. You know, Kunta Kinte. You know, because Kunta Kinte wasn't rocking. You feel me? He wasn't rocking. No, he wasn't. No, no, no. He definitely wasn't. You know, he's a person of principle, and he was like, whatever come with it, come with it. But this is how I'm rocking. Cause y'all not scaring me and the fear and none of that shit. We not. He was like, we not playing them games. That was the type of energy he was on. He was like, we not playing them fucking games. You know, that's why I got a lot of respect for him. You know, he's like, we not playing them motherfucking games. Feel me? Fuck you mean? Don't be surprised if I pop up in your dreams though, if not already. You get what I'm saying? But those people that try to attack me on my profile, you know what I'm saying, on any of the social medias that like I give out positive energy and I'm standing for children about, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to make seem like I'm like negative because y'all know what I'm talking about is really felt. And it needs to be and what I'm talking about needs to be spoke about more. But it's not. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of the evil people out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of evil people, y'all. So that's why I tell y'all like protect y'all energy, but be aware, yo. Be aware. Because most people aren't aware. But I remember how I was before I was aware though. I will say that. I will say that. I really do be wondering, like, here's the one person, like there's people that come in and out, but at the lowest times of whether no one's listening to what I'm saying, but I'm still talking about whatever I want to talk about. It's always one person that be floating in here. Who's that one person? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's the mother of my child. You know? I feel like it's the mother of my child that be floating in here. Like, I wish that it would just be Brit though. I'd be happy if it's just Brit because that's the only person that I really want looking at me like on that level. You hear what I'm saying? Like if anybody, I would want for it to be Brit, not like anybody else. I don't think that anybody else has the right to like be in my life like that. But it's a good time. A lot of good music being made. A lot of good remembering. You know what I'm saying? From standpoints of who people are, what we supposed to be doing. It's like a lot of good stuff that's happening right now, y'all. Even though I know like the average person might not be able to see it because they don't know what they're living in. I just feel like us that's aware and talking about the same stuff, y'all. I feel like we just need to like branch off to like a certain part of the land or something as like all this is crashing out. from like the people that have no awareness or think that everything is like a lie or something. You know what I mean? I just feel like we need to separate. And I'm just waiting on y'all. Like I'm waiting on y'all, but then again, I'm like, what are we waiting on? You know what I mean? Because y'all, enough of us know what's going on the planet besides us that don't. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, we're so past that. Like so much of us know what's going on now. Like we're so past the people that are just playing the game, just going along the NPCs. I'm like, how much more do we gotta? Like we need to I'm not even joking, y'all. Like we need to like I was saying, you're hearing a lot more people talk about it now. Like we needed to come together in person now. We need to come together in person now. We've been talking on the internet about the same stuff, about who we are. A lot of us talking about the same stuff. I'm waiting for like the meetup time now. Like let's meet up. Because at the end of the day, these people are gonna try to provoke us all the way on their way out. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like that's obvious, you know? That's why it's like you should create some type of lifestyle where you see them less as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I know I can't separate from them fully due to my financial situation. So I'm prepared to deal with certain emotional attacks, like psychological games, because I can only get so far away from it right now until like I can get another car and then like I can not be around it. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like a choice again. You know what I mean? Not like mandatory, like it is now because of my situation, or me getting on the bus. You know what I mean? When it's like they're on that bus because you know they're trying to get there at a certain time around like saving money with their commute. You know what I'm saying? So it's a personal choice for them, you know, to get on the bus and get on the train and stuff. Whole time, it's people that suffer mentally due to awareness and abuse on all levels. That's like they might not need to be around these people. That might be a very much so more uncomfortable ride, but they don't have a choice. You get what I'm saying? And I want to create something for that also, because it's just like I just see the problems in that. Like it's like a problem waiting to happen. And then it's like the thing about it is this: the person that so-called has the issue or the mental health issue that's caused by whatever in the system that nobody wants to pay attention to, right? And is happening to be around, I guess, so-called normal civil people because they have no choice, right? Like it's different with me. Let me remind again, it's different with me. I'm not trying to save no community or nothing. That's my only choice, right? I don't have a car. So therefore I'm being forced to be around people that's gonna try to provoke me. You know what I mean? Like this, I gotta be extra strong in. But I know that what helps me out with it though is because I know it's like that by design, you know? I know it's like that by design. So I remind myself like that as it's happening. I'm like, this is like this on purpose. This is like this on purpose. You know, because if I could get away, I would be able to get away, you know? But like I said, I just make sure like I don't play too much into their psychological games. That's one thing. Or like if I'm around like a lot of them in a situation where I know me, it's not by choice because I don't have a choice, but they got a choice and I'm around them more. And it's like they're trying to provoke me. I make sure as soon as I get away from them, like I clear my energy back out so I can balance out my energy around whatever projections that they was projecting onto me. Or even if something even felt like a projection, even if I was wrong and it really wasn't like that. You know, because they're really both in the same boat. But shout out to everybody on the internet that's speaking truth. Shout out to my subscribers that's building by the day. Every time I go live, regardless of negative comments that some people try to make or try to downplay me, I get new subscribers. So shout out y'all. I think the biggest realization that's hard for me to realize, and even the environment that I come from and everything, but even still, that's hard for me to realize is how much hate it really is in this world. You know, how much people really don't want you to do well. Like somebody said on here, it's like I think negative, and I'm gonna say something for whatever it means, right? A person that's been like people are saying stuff off of like not knowing me, not even knowing me from a can of paint, just what I tell you on here, but not really knowing what I've been through, what I'm really facing, right? It's impossible for anybody going through the things that I'm going through, right? It's impossible. Really hear me out. The stuff that I'm facing, the stuff that I face, and the area that I'm in, right? It's impossible for me to be a negative person and not have even made it this far, but even yet still be going forward around what I'm living in, y'all, and with my level of awareness, right? So that's why I didn't take personal when you said that comment. If that comment really did match with me, all the attacks that come my way, all the attacks that's mental stuff that I gotta fight off from the attacks over time, right? I would have been crashed out. But the deal with the fights that I have to deal with on a regular day basis, you're not allowed to be negative, you know? Even that comment that you made on here, not knowing me, I gotta be positive to not personalize it and make it affect my whole day. I gotta be positive to still see past that and see my power and my growth. You know, because that was a negative attack for that to be said to me, with you not knowing me from a collective just putting that label on me. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, y'all, it's all perspective. You know, most people like that person, they said that from their perspective of how they personally feel about me, but not knowing me personally, that doesn't make it a truth. You know, but this is how quick that people put bases on people and stuff. You get what I'm saying? This is something that's This is something that's real. I'm about to smoke this blunt before I start my day and shit. About to get right. And one of the things how like y'all know that like everything what I'm saying is the truth. Well, first off, just look at what we living in right now. But y'all know how I be telling y'all about how time is speeding up because time isn't real, right? You know I be telling y'all about that? Like, all right, let me ask you this. If you know what time you got to be to work, right? You would think that you would just like wake up earlier, right? So you can make it there on time. But the way this system is set up and around time not being real, right? People don't even get nor realize the fight, flight, or freeze that they're in off of them rushing to work every day. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't even realize it because in their mind, you know, the main thing is like you just got to get to work. But you don't even realize that like when you rushing to work every day, like you don't even realize the control that it has like on your psyche. You know, or really what it's doing in your body with you rushing there. Like one of the things that with me is like I don't. Like even as like a lot of people just running past me and stuff, like I don't take on that energy, because that's an uncomfortable ass energy. You know what I mean? Like a rushing ass energy, like it's like antsy, you know. And it's simple stuff, just as much of that, of like me being around these people that's in this way like this. Like I don't even really be wanting to be around them in the morning because it just feels like a projection in the ways of them rushing past me. You know what I mean? that I'm around them being here off of me not having a choice because I don't have a car right now, you know? Like, as soon as like I have a place to be, like I'm not gonna be around these people that's like, whether, I'm not saying that they're doing it on purpose to hurt me, they're just trying to get the work, but I'm just saying though, like, how it feels towards me and my awareness and me knowing what's happening and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an attack. So it's like literally like I just want to put myself in position so I'm not even around it no more, you know? Like I don't want to succumb to anybody else's projections in any way. Even if that's basically what I'm saying, y'all. Even if it's them rushing to work, you know, I don't want to feel that rush on me. Like when I'm calm and my energy is relaxed and calm and composed and settled, and then somebody rush past me because they're in a rush trying to get to work in this system, and then I feel that antsiness of rush or like and now I'm uneasy, you know, because I'm an empath that much. I'm gonna pick up on all of that energy. You know what I mean? And I just don't. I'm done with that. I don't want to feel that shit no more, y'all. So I guess that's basically what I'm saying. Like I'm done with like all of that shit, and I'm doing what I can for myself to get away from it, and I'm trying as hard as possible. But I know that once I really get away from it, I really am gonna cry. I'm gonna cry tears of joy because there's so many around it, and I feel like some people are even trying to do it more on purpose. You know what I mean? Like it's really fucking up my brain, and it's like I don't want to be around it. But it's like I'm by myself. I don't got no family. Nobody gives a fuck about me. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, any problem, no matter what it is, like my mom can't even help me. Like nobody can help me. You know, it's like it's like imagine a person with a disability, but they don't got no help. As if like they don't got a disability. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how smart they are or how much they're able to comprehend certain stuff, they still got issues and they still got this disability, you know? That's what it's like with me. But my whole life, people have been trying to use my issues against me to put me in bad situations because I'm able to go forth a little bit more than the average person with the same issues I have. And that's evil as shit, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when y'all be trying to do that to me, y'all really attacking a person with a disability. No matter how smart I am and everything that I say is the truth, like I still got issues, you know? Like I'm not gonna lie, like I rode the small bus, you know what I mean? Like I had anger problems, like I was in the center and shit. So regardless of how smart I am and stuff like that, and everything I'm saying is truth, like when y'all be attacking me, y'all really be attacking like a person that was on like the harder side of things since they was younger, for real. Even regardless of my genetic makeup, you know what I'm saying? So you can't. So a lot of people that they don't notice about me. So you can't make me feel inadequate. I'm gonna be honest. A person that rode the small bus, you can't make them feel inadequate, because low key, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that rode the small bus that had like anger problems, or you know what I mean, like you know, like that was one of the first battles you had to battle as riding that bus for having anger problems. People trying to make fun of you and stuff. So it's like me thinking about that from a kid to me being aware of what I'm aware of now as a man. I don't feel embarrassment, you know. Like people, like kids was trying to do that to me by just me being in the center and having anger problems when I was younger, riding a small bus. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point that I didn't even care who saw me get on that bus. You know what I'm saying? So really right now with the information I know and people trying to ostracize me, it feels just like high school again. It feels just like elementary school. It's like the people that's aware or this is the true power, and then the people that don't want to see this for what it is and trying to make fun of the people that's aware of this. You know what I mean? It feels just like high school again. I swear to God. You know? You know, like how like you would get your food and then, well, I was the crew kid without even trying. I'm not gonna front, but you know, like how like, but I've been in schools also where it's like, you know, I go to school for the first time and it's the people that's the popular people, and then you know like how they try to size you up, and then make you feel some type of way if you wasn't at that table or something like that. Then you don't give a fuck about the table, or you make a new table off of your vibe, and then them people get mad. You know, like who the fuck are you? You know, it's just like high school, yo. It's just like high school. I feel like once you be aware of everything, that's the first thing that you notice how much a lot of grown people are really kids, really grown kids. You know, and the ways that they try to get people to think about you, and it's like they spread rumors like the same. It's like the same shit. It's the same exact shit. It's crazy that it's not even mentioned enough. You know, I guess because we're adults, but it's the same shit, y'all. It's the same shit. Like really think about it. Like when you even see like women gossiping about men, because you know women, even as grown women, they gossip. They talk about men. They talk within each other. When you hear them gossip about men, it's just like high school. You know what I'm saying? Like I be going in stores and I just pick up on the conversations by walking past women, and when they're talking about men or they're talking about like their conversations. I swear to God, like average female conversations when you walk by them in the store, they're having coffee. Like their average conversations. I'm not even trying to be negative. I'm just being straightforward. Their average conversations are like lifeless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no like substance in it. It's all like money. It's all superficial stuff. Like that's once I started noticing that was when I started noticing like we were hearing, because I remember a time when I would walk by women, y'all, and women actually was having like conversations of like substance and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It all wasn't like all of their conversations wasn't just like all money or all, you know what I'm saying? Like they actually had conversations of substance that was like good. You know, you wouldn't walk by them and feel like every conversation they had was just of superficial materialistic shit. You can go by and see them having conversations and hear them having conversations that's of real value. Now, I go in Starbucks right now, I guarantee you all the women that's in there, all their conversations, it's gonna be superficial as shit. It's gonna be superficial. It's all gonna be like money based. You know what I mean? It you know, the only thing close to like real life conversations that they have is about children. And then even when they have conversations about children, it's not even about like the real stuff about that children really need. It's like fake stuff, you know what I mean, that they're putting into that child's life that child really don't give a fuck about. You know, like this shit is dead, y'all. Shit is dead as shit. I'm telling y'all, shit is dead as shit. Like I'm prepared to die alone. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm prepared to die alone, and I'm fine with it if I do. Honestly, I'm fine with it. I feel like most men we're all like that now, because like we see how a lot of y'all women are, you know. It's like I saw a post. Somebody was saying something about I don't remember verbatim word for word how they said it, y'all, but they was saying it from a standpoint of trying to make guys be stepdads and be okay with that shit. It was saying it like in a way like a guy should be okay being a stepdad. It's like no, like, because first off, that's a sign of 9 times out of 10 of probably a woman that did something wrong. Even if it's not from her cheating on the man, she chose the man wrong. Because remember, the woman's really supposed to choose the man, you know. And the farther you go back, you'll see it's like that. You know, it's the reason why Mother Nature is called Mother Nature. Women, you know, dictate how shit goes and shit like that. So that's still your fault, you know. You chose the wrong man. You know what I'm saying? If needed. So, hello. How are you doing? You know, so it's a serious thing. You know, like and like. Like even just then, like the Asian lady, she was like it's like you're literally seeing these people like I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just like I'm pretty sure she comes wherever she parks, whatever part of the garage, whatever floor. She knows like the bus she's supposed to get on and stuff. You know what I mean? She's probably on the same bus to work every rising or whatever. She just looked like she was confused, like her mind just like went completely gone for a moment. Like Like, and it wasn't because of me either. Like she started walking down and she was trying to like figure out like she was. I don't know. Maybe she almost thought that she left something in her car because it did look like she was about to go back upstairs. Maybe she almost left something in her car and she realized she didn't and she had it. That's probably what it was. But if not, I don't know. I'm like, damn, you just had like a brain fart. But it's a real thing though, y'all. That's why I said, you know what I mean? Protect y'all energy for real. Like, because it's definitely real out here. You know? It's definitely real out here, y'all. It is definitely real out here. If there's anything that I feel any type of way about, I wish that I was, regardless of anything, I wish I was in a better situation to help my younger brother. You know what I'm saying? If it's anything that hurts me a lot, it's probably like that. Because it's like, my other younger brother, it's like, he gets help from like the government and all that. Like he's good, like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he uses like the resources or whatever. But they've been tapped in with him since like he was like younger. Like he was getting locked up at like 12 years old, 11 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. And literally, so he's good. But my other younger brother, it's like I be worried about him a lot more than I let him know because it's like I'm low key kind of, and he's a grown ass man, but I low key wish like I was able to be more there for him. But like, I don't think that he really realized the brain damage that was done to me, and how much of a blessing it is for me to still be able to think whatever clearly that I can, and still stay in control of my actions and not like hurt anyone and stuff like that, regardless of how I personally feel because of the abuse that was done to me. You know what I'm saying? People can say whatever they want to you about me. I'm crazy, I'm this and I'm that. But one thing that you can say is I don't have patience. Y'all know how much times like I've been done wrong and like I didn't even attempt to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how my anger is. I know like if I want to do something, like there hasn't been a time in my life where like I wanted to inflict pain and like I went for it and I didn't accomplish it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know like if I want to do something, I'll do it. That's why it's like I have a lot of discipline, no matter how mad I get. You get what I'm saying? That's the real reason why I have so much discipline. So I know it's people like, damn, he didn't spaz out yet, or basically when a lot of people see me get mad or even see me speak anything, I'm gonna spaz out and I don't. It's because I still got self-control. You know? I got self-control because of everything what I already been through. You know what I mean? That's why I be saying like a lot of y'all wouldn't be able to make it what I've been through. Y'all would have crashed out. I know a lot of y'all know, but y'all don't want to give me my flowers. But I don't need y'all to give me my flowers because I looked at myself from the outside in. Like I see why people don't like me and stuff. You know, I see the good qualities in myself. You know. I see what I bring to the table. That there's never been anybody in my life, or even since I found out about boundaries even, that like I cut off that didn't feel it. You know what I mean? And when I cut people off, let me tell you how strong my energy is, y'all. My energy is so strong and what I bring to the table is so strong, I don't even gotta let you know I cut you off personally. Like you'll feel my energy. Even if I don't say anything, you'll feel it. You'll feel it there like I don't rock with you like how I used to. You'll feel the energy. Like if you talk to me, I probably won't have a conversation with you like how I did prior. You get what I'm saying? That's how strong my energy is. That's why I don't understand why like people like be trying to like hear me wrong or think I don't notice, or really what it be is people be trying to make me reactive, but I'm a grown man, so I know where I can take shit. So why am I gonna allow anybody to make me reactive when I got a child? You get what I'm saying? Like I got a kid. I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have to do something to defend myself or whatever, I will, but I don't got time for letting anybody bait me into like me crashing out off of like, trying to escalate something off of like nothing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're jealous of me or they don't want me to reach wherever they think that, wherever they know that I can go. You know what I mean? I'm too much of a positive person for that. I've been through too much, y'all. Anybody take that disrespectful, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Love your way, for real. But I've really been through too much. A lot of people really don't know me, and they think because they meet me off a short period of time, like they know me all together, and they'll associate me with stuff not even knowing me. They'll just put labels on me. Cause I'm a type of person that I'm going to feel you out. But I'm such a good person, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But that's a very, very short line, because especially now where I'm at, because the boundaries that I have now and how I have them set up, or how much so like I protect my peace and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Enjoy your day. I like her shoes, but you know what I mean? I really protect my peace and my energy. So like I'm not gonna let a situation or anyone bait me into like me acting like inappropriate, where like I max out on somebody with everything that I know that I got going from my life, where I'm supposed to be, where I'm going and stuff like that. That's one of the things that I feel like a lot of people don't pay attention to in their life. Like, y'all know like how you hear situations where it's like people say like, dang, I messed up my life in like 3 minutes and shit like that. You're gonna think, I've been in a lot of them situations quick, where in past situations where I have reacted and did stuff instant, you know what I mean? I could have done that, but a lot of these situations, I'll see how minute they are, because I'll see a lot of these situations will be with people that isn't even bringing that much value in my life even, you know what I'm saying? So I'll look at it logically. I'll be like, what? Like, this is a small situation. This situation isn't worth it. This person isn't even bringing enough value in my life. I'm gonna just cut them off, because now that they're bringing confusion to my life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'll look at it. And then whenever I start looking at anything like that, oh yeah, you're in trouble. I'm gonna leave you alone. Yeah. But I feel like that's the one thing. A lot of people don't have now. A lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have boundaries. I always say that. I'm gonna preach that so much, y'all. How important that is. You know what I mean? Even on any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear so much people talking about issues they have with people, but it'd be like stuff that's just clear without you even knowing the situation fully. You'll be like, this person just not respecting this person. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you gotta cut that person off. You gotta do it, I appreciate you, Carl. I appreciate you, man, for real. No, I'm not in the elevator. I'm outside, but I'm not in the elevator though. Going up, your ancestors got you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it gets crazy though. It's just a crazy time that we're living in, you know. I don't know how old you is, but for us that's over so-called 30, I know it's really crazy for us because we seen like multiple sides of this shit, you know. I know it's crazy for us that's over 30. Think about it for us. You get what I'm saying? Like we remember before these phones, you feel me? Like I don't come from the era of how you can avoid any situation. You could just look in your phone. I don't come from that generation. So however, so when I even see that shit, I don't be trying to be disrespectful, but I just want to bust out laughing because it's a bigger problem, you know. But it don't even get addressed because like of phones, you know. People don't even know how to converse no more. Have conversations, y'all. Like a lot of people are like socially awkward, you know. It's crazy. So keep your head up. It's extra wild these days. I'm 38. I feel you. Yeah, you know. I know you know. I know you know. It's funny because I was talking to somebody about it yesterday. It was 37. I thought they was around like my age, but it was 37. And I was saying the same thing to them. I'm like, oh yeah, you're like 3-4 years older than me, so you know. You know, like this shit is crazy as shit. We don't realize how much like the regular stuff that was presented to us that if used right could be helpful and useful, and how used wrong, how negative it really is. Like really what it's done to everybody from a collective, regardless of your genetic makeup. You know, whenever I say that, regardless of your genetic makeup, I'm talking about both sides, whether you natural or unnatural. Even if it's doing more damage to us, everything of this shit is doing more damage to us because of who we are. This shit was designed completely against us to have us not know who we are. You know, with us knowing who we are, this shit won't be able to be ran. We won't even be capitulating. You get what I'm saying? You see it? See how I just explained that just that quick? How that's connected like that? You really got to understand. You got to look at stuff and see how they're aligned with other stuff and shit like that. But yeah, y'all, like, nah, it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy as shit. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I mean? And that's probably once you unsee, you can't unsee it. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. You gotta do stuff to keep your mental like in balance. You know what I mean? Whether that be eating more better, you know, taking walks in nature, um, isolating yourself. Everyone talks about isolation like it's always bad because everyone looks. You know how majority, and this is regardless, of course, more if you're in a financial rut, but even if you're not in a financial rut, you know, you start going to isolation. People who start talking, maybe peers, people that don't got genuine love for you, like, oh, something's wrong with him, you know, and you might want to just, you know what I mean, like break free from some stuff real quick, just to align yourself more with yourself. That's not nothing negative, but everybody would think it's something wrong with you, you know. They gotta be like, why yo doing that? Like damn, I can't have no time to myself. You know what I mean? Man, hey, I gotta pin that shit. Man, say that again. Nah, real shit. I promise you. I promise you. That is the key. I'm telling you. I am telling you. And it's crazy how you say that because that's such the truth. And instead of doing that, so much people are trying to like run from it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to run from it. Like they don't want to adapt to it, and because when you adapt, that's a form. That's a form of well, it can go good or bad. But how it has been in the past, because we adapted to anything that they threw our way, all the stuff that was designed against us. But now, with the energy here and all the truth that's being revealed. Same way how we adapted to the negative stuff we wasn't supposed to, we gotta adapt back to our natural way. And And for us, it's hard because we've been living against our means, and it's hard for them to adapt to it because it's like them adapting to the truth beyond their lives that they made their truth. That was never the truth. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy, but how I just said that. But that's really how it is, though. Like when you really think about it, that's really what it is. You know, that's really how I just explained it just now. That's really what it is. You know, it's crazy, but it's really shit is wild. But like I said, it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? Because you really got to think about it. All that was strategically, like, socially engineered how it is, right? Slavery never stopped. Even the physical still here, but the most damage of it is from a psychological standpoint. You know? That's why it's people that think that they're sane because nothing is wrong with them because of how they're living. But how it's been shown, it's like that's not regular. Yeah, no, for real. For real. It's an illusion, but that is how it feels why the last of the system is still here. It does feel like that. It's like the more you become aware, the more you get ostracized, the more depressed you feel, the more you gotta fight for your sanity. Because the more you see like everything that you're living in isn't how it's really projected, how it's presented to be. It's really not that. And it's a lot more damage in it than average people know. And then it's like once you know the damage, you got to act like you don't know the damage while you're still capitulating in it, while you're still associated, and that's what becomes a mental attack, you know. That's what it is. But really, that's why I say, like, when you really think about it, that's really what the tribulation is. The tribulation is like you seeing everything for how it is and still living in the last of this, you know, here, as if like it's supposed to be here. Why, you know what I mean? That's the mental attack. It almost highlights, you know how they say, a smart person can play a fool, but a fool can't play a smart person. You got to at this point, what I'm saying, you got to be the smart person playing the fool, because now you're the smart person because you know what you're living in, you know what's going on. You got to play the fool, you know. But it hits different than like you doing it in just a regular situation, because this is just with everything that you've known life to be and how it is, like, you know. And then on top of that, you got to deal with people that are aware just like how you are, but don't want to be aware and mad because of however so they benefit of how this is, right? The system, and like they start attacking you in however so ways. You got to deal with that also, you know. So it's like it's all of that, y'all. So I don't care anyone try to use my videos and say whatever me. You can't say that I'm not strong or I'm not patient, or you can't even say that I don't even have control of my anger. You know, it's a freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have nobody, and I've been abused, and I'm dealing with situations where people, they've been in it as long as I have, or dealt with it even ongoing, or been even in a short period of time and had just one of the experiences that I had while going in the situation, they would have went crazy, you know? That's facts, you get what I'm saying? So I ain't hearing none of that shit, you know? Like, I know I'm a strong person. Like, I live my life, people trying to like go out their way and provoke me and make me react off of them not liking me. You know what I mean? Like my eyes like never close. You know what I mean? Like I'm always like I gotta be like 10 steps ahead of like people that I don't even know. already prepared for what they're gonna do. That's what I gotta be on. Like, and it's crazy, but a lot of it, like I want to say like 85% of it, 90% of that shit, y'all, is around the information that I know. Like majority of it. And not even just the majority of it, but I've been talking about it for so long. And I've been right about everything. So it's like people are mad about that also, you know what I mean? I don't even gotta talk about it in the areas I've been. People know I know. No matter how I carry myself and they feel some type of way and they already haven't liked me since they found out I've known what I've known, or they looked up what I said and found out it's the truth, you know what I'm saying? So it's people in the area that's like prone whenever they see me to like try to spite me or make me or do whatever they can to try to make me feel inadequate. Like it's insane. But like I said though, like I'm a strong person, and even now, like I had to keep using the restroom and shit. Like I keep pissing and shit. It's because I always talk about it all the time about cortisol, like fight, flight, or freeze. It's a lot of cortisol that's being released in my brain, like on a daily basis, you know. But I hope everybody have a good day today, though. See, many people have blinders on and know and don't care. Who do you fear the most in life? Who I fear the most in life? Um, when I did fear, I feared myself because I know what I'm capable of on a high vibration and low vibration, right? When I did fear, but I don't fear at all now. I don't fear at all. Like that doesn't exist with me. Even to an extent, like even you just saying that, like I don't even think about that. Like it doesn't even exist to me. That's why I even like pause like when you said that. I mean when I read that. Like I don't even think about that. Cause I know one, I know I'm protected. So even something that could seem like a bad situation is happening for something I need to learn. It's happening. Everything is happening for me, you know. So I don't. So that's why like that don't exist with me and shit. Like I was about to say you got to think like, but like you don't even know me. So like I'll say this like with everything that I've been through, if I didn't, it made me understand everything in life that much more so off of my genetic makeup, and here I am, me knowing now, you know, actually why. But nah, life is crazy though. Life is crazy as shit. I'm gonna be real with you. Life is crazy, you know. Experiences will change you, you know. But you get to decide if it's gonna change you for the worse or the better. And that's what people don't realize because they be so tuned in just the situation and what happened. You know what I mean? That's why I was able to transmute and alchemize everything. The only way people don't see it with me yet, and I'm saying from a collective standpoint, like I'm working now, I have money and stuff, but people don't see it financially because it's like I don't have certain items yet. Like people are gonna really see it when they see me and like, oh, he got another car, you know, oh, he got a spot. When people start seeing me, basically like in like this week, like back, like they start seeing me dressing like myself and shit again a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Looking more clean, like all the time. You know, not like halfway through the day because it takes me so long to shower and stuff, get back in routine with everything, you know, and shit like that. You know, when people see stuff in that ways, then they know. But you know, but every other way, in the real ways, the ways that even people that have all the money, have all that in order, they don't have it the other ways, right? I already did all of that. I did all of that, all the inner, even what they call it, like shadow work and all of that. I did all of that, like naturally, just by everything I went through. I would have went crazy, and really, what I say went crazy is like crashed out and not been in control of my emotions and how I react, even when people were provoking me and shit. You know. I have my issues, but I'm smart as shit. I'm smart as hell, you know. I'm sharp. I'm sharp as fuck, you know. I'm so fucking sharp that even when I'm not here, I'm here, you know. So it's like there's no catching me off guard and none of that shit. Like even if somebody tries to provoke me when like I'm in a worst state of whatever I'm thinking about that happened to me, you know, for any inner growth reasons or anything like that, it's still gonna be handled properly. You know what I mean? And shit, like I'm on point. Everything I've been through made me like this. I didn't like choose to be like this or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's even more so how I know what I'm saying. Even all around like fear and all of that. It's like that's what. But this is what's crazy though. This is how unaware people are and stuff. Not saying people need to be focused on me specifically, but all this that I'm saying, because all this I'm saying could be with anybody else also, right? Like I blow up with my music and shit. It's gonna seem like I came out of nowhere, like I came like overnight or some shit. But everything and people really know what I've been through and shit. And like, nah, that shit wasn't overnight at all. Like this nigga been through everything. You know what I mean? But why I've been going through everything that I've been through, I never lost focus on my music. That's the one thing that like I always I always stay focused on. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. Like I always said to myself, I don't give a fuck what I'm going through. You feel me? This music, I'm always gonna be writing. I'm always gonna be working on my craft. I'm gonna be working on my craft like as if like I'm there while I'm going through this. I don't give a fuck. That's you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna stop creating. and that's how it's always been. I never stopped creating, you know. And I hope that inspires anybody because everybody has something they gotta give to the world. Everybody's good at something. Everybody has like a natural talent and all of that. You know, whatever that is, that you're good at, whatever that is that you have like a passion for, like you just naturally love. You know what I'm saying? Never lose hold of that shit. I don't give a fuck what you going through. I'm like, I swear to God, like, I don't care. I don't care if you just lost your mom and your dad at the same time. Like, don't fucking give up on that shit. Nah, for real. People be hearing my music, and they be thinking I'm already known and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like heavy, heavy. People be seeing me not even knowing I do music and be thinking I'm a celebrity. And then like they be come up to me, they be like, I don't know, something be like something about you just seem like you should be like famous or something. People tell me that shit all the time. And then I always like act like, you know what I'm saying, act random. I'll be like for real, and I'll be like what and like what way, like with what, and they'd be like, you know what they always say, they be like music or something, and I'll be like, you know, it's funny, I do music. That's the main thing. e- Everyone always say. Actually, no, they say one other thing they say, or a writer. That's basically like, you know what I mean? Maybe like you write or something, and I'll be like, I do music. So now like this is my I don't know what I would do without music, yo. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what. clean y'all my pot here real quick. Hold up real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get down here and I'm gonna come back out. Hold up. All right, y'all. I'm back in shit. Let me know. Let me know. Think I should go in the army. If you should go in the army, hell no. You shouldn't go in no motherfucking army. What? Hell no. Me looking at you, and you look neuromelanated. You black. You neuromelanated. You're a son of the flesh. Hell no. Don't go in the motherfucking army. It's the biggest sellout. That's like being a slave catcher. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Any form of their segments or anything, a Canaanite culture of this Western ideology, these fringe ways, them top occupations. That's like the deepest genocide to us. Remember, this whole shit designed against us. No, you shouldn't at all. Shouldn't go that route at all. My personal opinion. I'm just being honest with you. And for anybody that took them oaths and that did that, that's neuromelanated. There's consequences behind that. You know what I'm saying? In connection, yes, it is. Sure, I was in a Dunkin' Donuts with a neuromelanated slave catcher the other day, and I just greeted him, and he felt my energy, if not already knowing what I know, and he didn't even answer me. You know, he heard what I was talking. You should have seen his face, what I was talking about, because it's a genocide to us. You know what I'm saying? Real, y'all. I'm telling y'all, no lies. Hold up. Hey, yo, this sun is shining right now. You feel me? On that type of time, for real. Radiation is here and all of that. Feel me? Yeah, shit crazy for real. Yeah, no. I gotta take off and have it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. You're also, yo. Hope your day go good and all of that. Peace, power, abundance to you and your family. Gratitude, your way, bro. You already know.
Vienna Metro South, Gay Speed.
I hope everybody day go good, man. You know, we all going here individually and stuff, but the one reason, the one reason is children, because all children are important. But even around that, like, it's from a standpoint me being joyful about this time right now, because it's like everything that's like wrong is being like cleared out, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's for just like all like whatever is good, even if we wouldn't know it's good until we have that, like everybody, like the masses, you know what I'm saying? It's like there shouldn't be no negativity on the planet, and like it shouldn't be protected either, in a way for it not to be cleared out, you know? So like, that's why like it's a real big thing with me. I definitely would say for why like I feel how I feel, and why I speak on these things and everything. Like, it's crazy because like I told y'all, like, I talked to a lot of people in person and shit. It's crazy because even within my situation, I know like a lot of people have like grown to like have more respect for me off of like actually talking to me or seeing me like on a regular and shit, and knowing like a little bit more about me or whatever. Like, there be people now that like see me, know my situation. Like, no bullshit. Like, they talk to me like we be chilling every day type shit when they see me, like when they greet me. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I greet them. You know what I'm saying? Here in beings here, like white men and shit. Like, I swear to God. Like, it's this no bullshit. This is one white dude, yo. Like, yo's known me for like, I swear, like 4 years. Like, he was here from when I wasn't even able to file the paperwork without an address, when I didn't know where my son was at. You know what I'm saying? Before I had a private investigator in the team, you know what I mean? Before I had that money to throw towards that, you know what I mean? While still being in a situation and stuff, like, way more mentally gone, like he seemed like a lot, and like, it's crazy as shit. Like, I'm saying, like, he seen me like freezing, like, no bullshit, like, for real, like for real, like, he seen me like in a lot of fucking ways, and like, whenever he would see me, he would talk to me, he would ask me about the situation, he'd give me positivity, his advice, in a way, from like a father standpoint. He like asked me what am I doing, towards my situation, the next steps, like, and I was telling him what I was doing for where I'm at right now. Waiting on her to, for this DNA test, get these results. Know it's my son. You know, the courts and everything, law enforcement seeing really what the situation was really all about. You know, and he would literally, like every time he seen me, like he would give me $20, and he would be like, "Here's $20, go get something to eat," and I would usually get something to eat. Like it's crazy as shit. Like no, for real. Like and I wouldn't see him like every day. Like I said, like off my situation. Me trying to get jobs here, there. Obviously, been outside different places. Like there'd be times like I like even like the last time I seen him, it was probably like already now, probably like 3.5 weeks ago, almost like a month now. You know what I mean? Like I don't see him a lot, but whenever I see him, but I would tell it would hurt him seeing me still like outside. Like it would really hurt him. Like nice like he's supposed to be. And I don't know, like I have like an idea like that either he's a child of that himself, or like in some way like he went through it or something. I can just tell, like, cause he be talking to me, and he be talking like, how like the father's important in the child's life, no matter like how bitter like a woman could be off of her own choices or whatever, right? And like he had talked to me about it, and like his eyes would be like watering, his eyes would be watering, y'all. I really felt it in my soul, like he sincerely, like genuinely, like really like cared, bro. Like he really cared, and I'm appreciative of him, like for real. But I'm saying this to say, like, I know, like, maybe some people come on my lives, whatever. They see me in a bad moment while I might be acting out a little bit off of like the abuse, while I'm still healing from it or whatever. And like, they might think, because I talk about genetics and how the sun is separating us and stuff, that like I'm racist or some shit, or because of how I express what I'm passionate about. All that, however, so truth is coming in off of how permanent the lies have been, to your point, where the arrogance behind it has became complacent, so it's like I'm grateful for truth. I'm definitely misunderstood, no, misunderstood. I'm not interested at all, but in general, not even just me personally, but anyone that has like these lenses, almost like how what's his name said, y'all. What was his name? Dick Gregory. When he was on that interview, he was like talking about he was saying when you put on the glasses or whatever. I don't remember verbatim like exactly how he said it, but he was like, when you put on the glasses, he was like you can never take them off, and he was like you can never force anyone to wear them, and that shit is real, that shit is very real. It's so real, it's almost scary, how real it is. But I was a very powerful man. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm also even more grateful for anyone that is starting to see the energy of me that's even in others, but with our situations, the same energy that came against us and all truth coming in and all of that. You know, hold up, wait,
Vienna Metro South, JP.
hold up before you go. All right, y'all. So like I was saying, yeah, like nigga just grateful for real. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just grateful for real, and I'd be kind of emotional about it because it's like, you know, I didn't ask for like any of this shit like to come my way, but it just kind of like came to me, you feel me? And like a situation that like I never would have seen coming, or even better yet, to know within that, like I would find out so much about myself, and also like everything would take place on a planet, you know, all in like the same timing and shit. Like it's really no words for it. But I'm very grateful to be a part of it though. You know? Catch this one. Some more chili whip.
Hill, Oakton, Route 461.
You know, brother.
You know it's 225, right?
Well, it's okay if you spare me a ride, bro.
Huh?
It's okay if you could spare me a ride.
All right, it's like the second time I've seen you with that, but okay, bro.
I appreciate it, reflection.
All right.
I'm just getting back on my feet, man.
Okay,
Vienna Metro, West Hill, Oakton, Route 461.
I'm telling you, man, black people treat each other.
Vienna Metro, Hill, Oakton, Route 461.